All right, so we just wrapped up all of the presentations. I'm just super impressed with everyone's work, their thoughtfulness in the presentations, and the different varieties and different interpretations of the, requirements and the projects, and just really impressed with the level of work that y'all are putting out. So thank you so much. I know it seems silly to do this training and we all have lives and, you're moving, you've got kids, you've got these and this, but I think that um, y'all taking the time and putting in the work now will really, really benefit you guys when you get into the classroom trying to teach this, and that you'll, feel comfortable. I hate the idea of saying like, hey, here's this whole new class, like you'll be fine. Everything's in there. And it is, everything is in there, right? But getting to experience it and do it yourselves, I think is really important. So I appreciate y'all. Um, what I'm going to do is ask you guys sometime between now and Monday to take the last remaining quizzes in LTP. So I'm going to go ahead in Google Classroom. I'm going to release the assignment, right, which is to take the additional quizzes. So let's see, the two quizzes, you've got electrical and computer science in LTP. So I'm going to do that one, assign, and then the 4 units we just did today. Honor system, don't Google stuff, don't look it up. Just test your own knowledge. And as we found out, the browser lock does work. And it will kick you out of the quiz. If you do want me to reset any of your quizzes or give you an additional attempt, I'm happy to do that if you just want to go through the quiz questions. So this will be your homework for Monday. Uh-huh. Okay, that'll be your homework for Monday. I'll also post this optional create your own schedule option. Whether you're a full year, a 4x4, dual enrollment in the spring, all of those things, just to kind of plan out your schedule. And I'll be happy to look at that for you and give you some feedback. And then your electrical and computer science projects are due on Monday. So if you have not already sent those to me or loaded them in LTP or loaded them on Google Classroom, however you want to get them to me, I'm sorry for the inconsistency in where stuff is supposed to be submitted, but I was thrown off by the fact that LTP couldn't set up a workshop submission space. So anyway, electrical and computer science, if you haven't sent those to me, you would need to submit the 4 projects: lighting up an LED, building a circuit to light up an LED, and then lighting up a series and parallel circuit would be your 2 electrical projects. And then your computer science is blinking your first initial and last initial in Morse code, and then the push button, getting it to turn the LED on when you press it and when you don't. So that will be due on Monday. Take your quizzes by Monday. I did return all of the quizzes to everyone, so you could see. One of the things I noticed as I was returning the quizzes was that I didn't actually have the opportunity to give you guys feedback. All I could do was give you a score out of 3 on the free response. And I wanted to give feedback, especially if I didn't give you full marks. So I think I ended up just giving full marks because I was like, well, I can't give feedback. But most of the answers were fine. I think, everyone was more or less on the same page there. And then again, if you want to take the final exam on Monday, that will be an option for you. So we're down to the last couple of assignments, electrical and computer science, and take your quizzes. And then we'll go over those optional fall units as our last little piece of content. So any questions, comments, concerns? Everyone's feeling good?
I would like to know how to submit things in LTB.
Okay. Yeah, let me just share my
I've
screen.
been putting everything in Google Classroom.
Yeah, that's fine. So LTP, I was really wanting y'all to kind of like submit some stuff so you could have that experience. So basically, you would log in, and then, for example, your chemical project that you just presented, I would want you to submit it here under this chemical engineering lab report or presentation. So then you would go down here, attach a file, or and enter a description. The description, if it's a Google Doc, you could just paste the link. Or if it's an actual PDF, you can submit the
I was
PDF.
looking up the project and then there wasn't anything to attach. So you have to go to
Yeah,
the
so
lab
the
report.
project is, so you can see the icons indicate differently. So the icon
Yeah.
like this is just a lesson, meaning it's just content. So this
Okay.
is going to be where the video recording is introducing the project. And then the lab report or presentation, see it's got a little book. A little book indicates that it is an assignment. And so that's going to have a spot to drop in an assignment. So
Gotcha.
you should be able to see that. Um, and again, just kind of for the experience of like, how are your kids going to submit lab reports and presentations? And this is the spot to do it. So, good question. Other questions? All right. Well, cool. Well, thank y'all so much. Have a really great weekend. I will see you guys on Monday.
Thank